Yeah. It's me every time.
Why does she do that every time now? I don't understand.
Zoom is trying to freak us out. Recording in progress.
But I do like the voice though. Recording in progress.
It's very
sensual.
seductive.
Yeah. Recording in progress. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, hey, howdy, hi.
Hola, hello.
Hola, hello. Buenos noches. No, that's good night. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. All the things. But hi, welcome to another episode of this crazy life that we have. We're the Passionista Sisters. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Passionista_sisters. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel right here so you can get all the information of when we post new videos and such. But for those who don't know, I'm Haley.
I'm Brittany.
And we're the crazy crackhead duo. So,
yeah. Yep.
So, you know, it's fine. Yeah. Everything's fine.
And in case you're wondering why I just moved and there's tons of boxes and I figured this is more appealing.
Hey, I like it. It's the dream bookshelf right there. I don't like the random knickknacks. I would just have all the colored books, you know. But you know,
I like the window. I don't like the football helmet. That's weird.
Don't like the football helmet. It throws off the aesthetic, but you know.
It does. I like the white chair. That's good.
Yes, the reading chair, the reading nook. So I like it though. It works out. I don't have a green screen. This is just my house. But yeah, so today we're going to be interviewing the lovely Colleen. She is a director that is hired by Passionflix. She had recently directed Seduction and Snacks. They wrapped up that movie end of July-ish, something rather, in the summer. And so that novel is by Tara Savek. We recently interviewed her not too long ago, so make sure you check out that interview with her. And so, but today we're going to be interviewing the director of the film. So we're really excited. This is our second director, I believe.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, because our first one was the lovely Louise from Australia. She was amazing. I love her.
Yes.
And she directed The Will. And she's gonna be hopefully directing some other stuff. Same with Colleen. I think hopefully they would reuse these directors. So
they just have a team of just female directors that are just
team of powerhouse directing baddies. Just out here doing their thing. But yeah, no, we're really excited to talk to her. She's been super awesome and super nice through the connection that we've had with her. She's done some things before with Passionflix, but I think this is her first full-on project by herself that she took on. So but yeah, no, I'm really excited, happy that she's part of the Passionflix family. We're happy with anybody that joins the team because we just need awesome people. And I say we as in the community needs it. Brittany and I are not affiliated with Passionflix. We do not work for them, but we are major supporters. So if you can't tell with everything that we do. So
if you've been living under a rock,
you know, but I couldn't ask people to not know, but it's okay. But you know now.
And people worry me sometimes, but you know. Well, the lovely Colleen is here.
Okay. So you must do what you need to do and pull a Lauren.
Okay.
Director of Development.
Director of Development. All right.
Director of Development.
Recording? What? No one told me they were recording this.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hi, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, we're recording, by the
Yeah.
way.
That's okay. I figured you were. Hi.
Hello.
That's an impressive bookshelf behind you.
You know, it's a green screen.
Is it? I was like, is it real or is it fake? It looks really good.
I just moved, and so there's tons of boxes behind me, and I figured this was more appealing.
I'm going with that it's a bunch of romance novels. That's what I'm going with.
There you go.
Well, yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, hello. Hi.
I'm trying to get an angle here. I don't want my husband to come out of that door with no clothes on. So I feel I should do this.
Maybe just to be safe, but you know.
Let's just leave it there.
There you go. Well, I'm Haley.
Hi, Haley.
I'm Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. I'm Colleen.
Hello. We are
Hello.
Passionflix Sisters, obviously, as you know from our lovely Instagram/TikTok that we do.
Indeed, yes. Yeah. Actually, I have to get on. I'm on TikTok, but I never follow anything. I need to get good at it.
It took us almost a year to really try to figure out how it works and how to do things, because it's really tricky.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find your voice on there because there's so much. I definitely got on there and got lost, spent a lot of time on it, which is why I stopped going on it, because I was wasting my time. But it's powerful if you use it right.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. If you use it for the right reasons and for like promoting things or doing other stuff or whatever, but you do get sucked into this like time warp where you just get locked in and you're just scrolling mindlessly and you're like, oh, 3 hours have passed.
Totally.
Didn't know that happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially if your For You page is just thirst traps and you're just like,
With
Yes,
all the hot men, just
It's too much. Yeah.
yes, all the things.
Well, thanks for having me on, you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you
Yeah.
for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know everyone's busy doing things, so we're just grateful that people want to carve out time to talk to us. It's really awesome, and it's an awesome experience to get to do with you guys. So
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah. So if we want to just dive right in, we have some questions for you, Miss Colleen, that our followers had sent us when we posted our announcement for you. So our first one that we have is just kind of like a basic get to know you question. But so when did you decide that you wanted to direct? Were you involved with film before, anything like that? How did your journey start?
Well, it's a long journey, so I'll try to make it short. I started as an actress, and I still am. I still am an actress or actor, whatever people like to call it, politically correct. But I went to Boston University for film, so I started directing it in college, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came out, and I've worked in the industry for a long time, and I've worked in pretty much every capacity. But while I was doing that, so like I've been a production assistant, a producer, a UPM, like everything. I've been a manager, agent, kind of a thing. But while I was doing that, I was also always directing and acting.
Okay.
So I think I concentrated my career and finally went, this is what I'm doing. I haven't given up the acting. I still do it, but mostly saying, this is what I'm good at. This is where I'm supposed to be, was probably about 2016 when I focused. Yeah. Like I finally went,
yeah,
I should be there. I should be doing that. And then it's just it's gone very well since.
Yeah, that's really awesome though. That's awesome that you are able to not only harness that new skill that you can really develop and work on, but you've gotten so good at, but also that makes us as fans really appreciative of you because you have that ability of knowing what to look for behind the screen, but being an actress also, you know what you need to do to produce what's on the other side. And so that's really awesome.
Yeah, you really can't separate yourself as an I mean, as an actor and a director, they're very different jobs, right? I wasn't acting in this project, but
Right.
as an actor, watching it, I just have a really clear image of, number one, what I want for the ultimate arc of all the stories and all the characters. But I also know that you can't get that from everyone the same way as an actor. Right. And so it's just a way to approach them. And I have a really good time with them is the other thing. I think there's a lot of directors who don't act, which doesn't make them bad directors. It just is a completely different energy on set.
Right.
So on this particular set, I had my DP, my cinematographer said, "You direct actors more than most directors I've worked with." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Hopefully that's good."
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not because they weren't doing anything right, but it's just like, let's nuance it. Let's get it. Let's nuance it. It was so fun. So fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. And I'm sure that the actors are appreciative of that energy that you do bring, and that you can relate to them and know like how to do it and everything.
Yeah. And ultimately, sorry, I'm in Brooklyn, so it's super loud.
It's okay.
And ultimately, I know that actors want direction. They come with their choices. They come with their ideas. And sometimes in this one, I mean, like Mela, she was amazing, and she would just come and do her thing. And I'm like, okay, that was great. I don't really have anything to say, or let's try it again and let's just try it this way. But they want to know what you want them to do. It's only going to help their performance because it gives them freedom and a boundary at the same time. So yeah, I mean, everyone was amazing on this. Yeah.
That's awesome. So happy about that. And we're so proud of you guys too. Like, congratulations on that. Just super awesome. Brittany and I are stoked to see it. We can't wait to see it.
So
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to see it. It's so funny.
That's what we've been told. And so I'm pumped. So,
yeah. I mean, and it's sexy too, but just the story itself was, it's not as romantic as a lot of the other things on the platform, just because the book wasn't that, it was like young kids getting pregnant early, getting back together. And so it's kind of hot, but but it's ultimately it's very funny. If I do
sometimes you just need that, like really funny comedy sometimes.
It's uplifting.
Yeah, definitely need that for sure.
Let's see. So the next one was what other Passionflix projects have you been associated with before?
Nothing. This was the first one. I know. Where have I been?
Where have you been?
I heard about Passionflix in 2019, and then 2020 happened. So, pretty much when I started to talk to Tosca about this project, COVID hit and everything shut down. So, that happened. So I didn't really have an opportunity to work on anything else. And then this picked up in the spring and we shot it. And now, here we are still doing some final stuff in post. But yeah. So nothing
Didn't know that. Totally thought that you had done a little bit here and there.
No, I wish. No.
That's
well,
so
you
cool.
just blew our minds.
How come? Why is that blowing your mind?
Because I don't know. I honestly thought that you were part of it for some reason. I was like, okay, cool. Like, because she's out there, she's doing the thing.
I think because when they announced me on Instagram, I admitted that I was a huge romance novel reader, and I've read probably 5,000 romance novels in my life. That might be why you thought I was.
Probably.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know. We were both under the impression we're like, oh, she's been like, it's her
she's
first
been
time
with them forever. Like, it's fine.
Just do it forever. Like, it's fine.
No. And
Mind blown.
Mind blown. Yep.
Okay. Hopefully not disappointingly so.
No, we're shocked in a good way. We're like, hang on a second, wait. So I was like, wait, maybe she's just being modest, but
no.
Well, we hope that you're with Passionflix in the future. Hopefully,
yeah, me too.
That would be really cool.
Me too. It's been fabulous.
Yeah, because we need some more, again, like that's just what part of their vision is, of just like all forms of just female help or female like roles. And it's just not even just actresses, just directors, development, producers, like anything around film, but trying to make women more
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
front end of it and stuff like that. Because I mean, you probably know this also, but just the film industry, like Hollywood, for example, it's mainly male driven in regards to like production wise. And so I really do enjoy that Passionflix is making it a goal to be, no, like women can do this stuff too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I don't remember the statistics these days. They break it down differently, especially like female directors, right?
Right.
Gina Davis Institute has all these statistics, and they go like, studio pictures directed by women, or it's hard to figure out independent films, and there are more, but it's still somewhat, it's under 20%, and it might even be under 15% of projects directed by women. And so what Tosca is doing is incredible. She's offering these opportunities at a level where, I was ready for this opportunity. I was more than capable of it, but it's hard to get heard in this industry. Not only as a female, but I think it also at a certain age, you start to be ignored. And so it was quite an opportunity for me, this one. Because this is my first feature to direct. I've directed, I think, like 12 short films, but this was my first feature.
Well, congratulations to you on this first feature of yours. It's so awesome.
Thank you.
So the next one we have is so for me it's more of just like just a director point of view, but what is it like looking behind the camera? Like, are there certain details that you pay attention to more so than like an actor would? Like what do you see when you look at a camera?
You mean like when I'm working behind the camera?
Yes.
Yeah. So because I've been doing this for so long in all the different capacities, right? I have a really deep knowledge of what goes into what's on camera, right? So besides the acting, like behind me, this would be production design, right? It's what does the place look like that the character is living in? Does it look real? Does it look lived in? The colors, like before we started, I chose color palettes, wardrobe. Obviously you hire the people around you. Once I have to come up with the creative idea, and then I hire people who are able to execute the creative idea, just like Tosca hired me to do the creative idea, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at and sound, like I am looking and listening to every single thing I can. Now, I can't catch it all. That's why I have like, my hair and makeup people are around me, because if Claire's hair is over her left shoulder and then we cut and we go in, she has to pull her hair over her left shoulder, and I'm not paying any attention to that. Right. I'm like, all right. Okay. So they'll stop.
Okay.
They'll stop me and go, hold on. Her hair has to be on her left shoulder. And I'm like, okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
And like the plant, if the plant moves, and someone has to tell me that, but it all comes from me deciding in advance and then dealing with things in the moment on the day, because everything goes wrong and then you just have to keep putting it back together. Locations, like, so it's hard to explain, but I pay attention to everything. I mean, everything matters.
All of it. Yeah.
Everything matters. Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes sense too, because Brittany and I are kind of movie junkies. And so sometimes when we're watching a film, not Passionflix films, but just like regular films in general, but I've noticed where it's like you said, like when you cut a scene, or like you like it breaks into a different scene or something like that. And I notice those little details, like the hair being on one side versus the other, or if like a plate was on one side of the table and now it's on the other or something like that. So like those little things, I know a lot of people don't pay attention to those, But like when you do watch films for a long time, you kind of pick up on those tiny little things and you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's our brains too, where we're like,
Yeah.
You also, but you can't in filmmaking, boy, you can't catch it all the time. I mean, you saw Game of Thrones left a Starbucks cup out, right? You saw that.
Yep.
So
They did. Oh my gosh.
yes. So even the biggest productions will have something. So, again, it's more, I think also being a director, my main job was being so familiar with the story and the characters. So the story arc and the character arcs, and knowing how it was going to cut together in the edit.
Right.
So that when we're working long hours, it's 3 a.m. and everyone's exhausted, I can remind them of, what's happening here and where we are in the whole film. Because we shot completely out of order. There was no, we didn't shoot in order.
Right.
Though I do love
most people do that though, typically, don't they? That with most films they'll kind of shoot out of order, or
oh yeah, usually you do shoot out of order. You have to, location wise, schedule wise.
Right.
In short films you can often shoot in order because they're so short, like 3 days, 5 days, whatever. This one was 16 days over like the July 4th holiday. We had to skip some days. It was crazy.
Yeah, all the things. So yeah. And then I feel like you have to pay attention to, inclement weather and all this other stuff. So if it like rains for like 2 days and it's not supposed to rain in the book or something, or the film, it's like, okay, well now I gotta wait because it's raining. And so
we were so blessed. We had a hurricane that came through, and it was going to put us out, and it went like right around us. Like if you look at the map, it went woo, and there was only one day where we lost 2 hours because of rain, and that was it. And we made up the day like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all were lucky then if it just kind of just
a
curved
lot
around
of
you guys.
meditating and praying is what happened.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my gosh. But that's good for you guys. So that way you weren't so far, pushed back on production and stuff like that. That's really awesome.
Yeah. It worked well.
It did.
So cool. Let's see. So the next one was, what was your reaction when you got asked to direct Seduction?
Was it a subtle reaction? Was it like exclamatory? What was it?
It was not subtle at all. I mean, so I had met Tosca, and then, like I said, the pandemic happened. Right. And when you're meeting people for this kind of thing at this sort of level, you don't have any assumptions that you're gonna book the job, right? You're just like, oh, I'm here. This feels like my genre. Would love to talk further. And I followed up with her over the course of that year, and I didn't know what project she had was thinking of me for. She might have mentioned, she did eventually at some point that year. She said, I'm thinking of you for Seduction and Snacks. And so I bought the book, and when I read the book, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I would get to direct.
You're like, hold on.
Am I allowed to curse on YouTube?
Yes. Yep.
Totally.
Yep, you're good.
I mean, it was like so up my alley. I was freaking out. I was like, there's no fucking way this is going to happen. This is like, okay. Well, all I'm doing is reading the book. She hasn't offered me the job.
But
she had said, she's like, and when we have a script, I'll share it with you, which is a really big statement. Like for anyone on my side, it's like, okay, if the executive producer shares a script with me, that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So the next year, like in the spring, they sent me the script, and it was like, I did a pass on it. So I brought a lot of it back. It was first of all, I'll say it was a fantastic script. And then they asked me to go do a pass, like as a fan, what would the fans miss? Like how would you bring this back? How would you make this more like the book? And so I did. And I think everyone agrees that it definitely knocked it up, but all I did was make it more like the book. Right. And it's so hard to adapt a book to screen because, you know, there's going to be so much stuff that the fans are going to be missing. They're like, oh, I wish
Yeah.
this happened. I wish we could have had this moment, but we have all the major plot points, you know?
Yeah.